Hey guys, welcome back. And we're starting off this episode with a huge discovery. Now, this is certainly a huge discovery from me. I don't know whether it's going to be a huge discovery for you. And but yeah, I have this thing that I found, right? I have not seen anybody talking about it. I haven't seen anybody writing about it. And I've searched on Reddit to see if anybody had mentioned this. That you'll see it in a second. But like, no. In fact, I've seen people on Reddit asking for this feature. I only found this like completely by accident. If I edit this building right now, obviously, I've got to copy this whole wing over here, right? And I have seen everybody doing it the way I've always done it up until now. And I'm talking like Silverette and Rudy and Flabaliki. Everybody has to individually select all the pieces, right? And I'm pretty sure you guys don't know about this because I'm sure that you would have told me about this in the last episode when I was like copying like loads and loads of stuff. There's a click drag select. Can you believe that? So for example, like if I want like all of this and all of this, right? Then just go up to here, select that. Oh, yeah, let's get it straight. But you can see it selected it. And just select all of that. Done. Boom. In actual fact, I don't want that. But like, can you imagine if I selected all that and then thought, oh no, I've got to reverse it. But no problem. I'll just get rid of that selection and click and drag that. And then Control D to duplicate. And move it over here. Now, have you just had an oh my god moment? Because I did when I discovered I could do that. You know what? Let's just pop that over there for a second. And I just want this bit. So let's get this relatively straight. Zoom out a little bit. And then... oh, no, I need to stop. Oh, I got it. Got it. Control D that. Pop that over there. Cha-ching. Don't want these little bits on the end. Get rid of that. Yeah, that and that and that and that. Delete. Seriously, did you know about this? If any of you did know about this, why the hell didn't you tell me? You could have saved me a freaking load of time. Let's move this and pop it there. Right. I'm trying to get kind of the look of this. Oh, and by the way, thank you to the people who commented on the last video telling me that this wasn't quite centered. This was one short. And before you arrived, I actually moved this over one further because this bit here was there. So I copied the whole thing. That's when I found this, actually, when I was moving this. Because I thought, oh my god, I've got to select all of that individually. And then I accidentally dragged and boom! How cool is that? I mean, that makes copying stuff like a breeze now. I'm so freaking happy I found that. Like you can't believe. Because, you know what? Let's just copy that and we'll flip that around and stick that in there. There we go. And probably want another, at least, well, we want at least another one. Let's pop that in like about there. Got a bunch of stuff to tell you today. This is going to be a talky episode rather than a time-lapsey episode, for several reasons that I will tell you about. So let's pop you in there, and pop you in there, and hopefully, now it hasn't copied some of this because I didn't copy it properly. Man, like if I'd done that before, it'd be like, oh no, what a nightmare. But now with the drag select, it's so freaking easy. So we want all of that, and then I'll get rid of this one tile. Boom. There we go. Now that's the selection we want. Yeah, it's got everything. So we can just pop that in over there. Boom. Right. So what else did I want to talk to you about? Well, I've been doing like some R&D today. And I've been coming up with ideas for the underworld. So you're not going to see the fruits of those labours just yet. So that's kind of an investment for the future. And I do apologise if this video comes out late today. YouTube is processing really freaking slowly today. Like, the Don't Starve video is late. And I'm waiting to release that at the moment. Well, no, yeah, I'm waiting to release it. But the thing's taking freaking hours to process. I don't know what the hell's wrong with YouTube today. But also, to be honest, I was a bit late uploading it because I was working on the birthday video for baby Alf. And if you haven't seen Alf's birthday video, like, even if you're not into babies and stuff, you should check it out because it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. And you get to see Nanny Giggles. And you get to see Nanny Giggles giggling. And if you don't know who Nanny Giggles is, if you go and watch that video, you'll kind of know who she is, which would be very cool. And you can say happy birthday to Alf as well, which would also be very cool. Right, so yeah, I'm liking how this is coming together right now. Oh, other thing I need to do at the beginning before I get involved and I forget, because I do. You know what I'm like. I'm blooming useless, so I forget stuff all the time. I need to do a shout out to somebody, and I need to do a shout out to Joe the Destinator, who is one of my Patreon supporters. And yeah, so Joe, thank you very much for your support. It's really, really appreciated. And Joe has a YouTube channel which you can go and check out. He does Robocraft. He does Robocraft videos. I was looking at them a bit earlier. Right, so what are we going to do now? I want to talk like rides, and I want to talk decorations, and I want to talk layout, and I want to talk about all kinds of stuff. So yeah, and this ties into this click drag select thing, because I was looking at this and I was thinking, because a couple of you left me comments about rides and saying, you know, where you're going to put the rides in and how are you going to build the rides into it and stuff like that. And I was thinking, yeah, it's kind of a good point. And then I thought, oh, you know what? These terraces, wouldn't it be cool if we put some rides on top of these terraces? And I was thinking that particularly, that scenery, you bonehead, I was like this one is green, right, which would kind of fit in nicely. And I was thinking, oh yeah, you know, like we could pop one of those on. But then I was looking at it and I was thinking, you know what? Then I've got no room for like to put like trees and stuff around it. And then I was thinking, oh man, I wish I'd made this a bit bigger. And then I was thinking, oh god, then I've got to individually select all this stuff and move it. Ah, now I haven't. Now I could just click and drag and select it. So let's get this building. Edit the building. I've got a couple of stray tiles in there. Let's get rid of those. Don't need those. Right, let's get this. You know what? Let's start by taking out like a few of these tiles so that we can move this forward. And then I want to be like as top down as I can get. And then we'll select up to like, I don't know, like up to there. You think? Is that about right? That's not quite level though, is it? Hasn't quite got. We want it like that. Would be, yeah, that's. Yeah. That's level. Now, how far forward do we want to move this? This is 1, 2, 3. Oh god, I can't say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 across there. So ideally, like, we want it at least square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we want it at least another 2 tiles. And I'm thinking we actually bring it out a little bit more. Do you think? You think a couple more tiles? So that would be 2. That's 3. That's 4. Maybe bring it forward like 5 tiles to there. Let's have a look. How does that kind of affect the proportions? I'm thinking that could even come forward a little bit more. Let's you know what? Let's throw the ride in and see. Let's judge it that way. So I'm going to have to adjust the terrain forward a little bit. So what? Oh yeah, I've got the. I just happen to have the right brush as well. That's nice. So let's bring you forward a bit, and then what did I want? I wanted the ride, and we want to pop this baby in. So if we were to put that in kind of in the middle, let's put it like slap bang in the middle for a change. So I'm thinking about there, right? If we put that in there, I'm not going to hook it up just yet. Oh, yeah, I'm liking that idea. Should we? Oh, I think we should go with that, don't you? Yeah. So how many tiles did I move it forward? Got no freaking idea. I think it was like 5, wasn't it? I think it was 5. So we want to select. Now, it's weird. You look at it like there, right? And these look lined up. But when you look at it from the top, they kind of don't. It's very... it's very weird the way it does this. And it does make the drag select like kind of difficult sometimes. Let's take out that and that pillar. Right, that's what we want. Control D that, and is that? Yeah, that's right. Boom. Cool. We could do the same on the other side because it's exactly the same on the other side. Flip it around. ZZ. And boom. Now you can see why I'm kind of doing this one side until it's finished before I duplicate it on the other side, because I know it's going to get tinkered around with like quite a lot. Let's get out of the building so we can see it properly. Oh, that's going to be quite cool. But I am looking at it now and thinking, you know what? What about if we extended this and have another terrace like this in front? What do you think of that idea? Yeah, I'm thinking it's got potential. I'm seriously thinking that's got potential. You know what? Let's do it, and we'll see. Let's take some of this path out, I guess. So, oh my God, drag select is just the most wonderful thing in the world. Right, I want to make sure that I get the back wall. So, you know what? I'm going to take it up to like there. I'll take the next tile as well. Now, how far do I want to go? Very good question, Skye. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now, I've already got one there, so we want to space this out 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Boom. There's going to be a lot of booms in this. Sorry, it is what it is. Oh, yeah. This is kind of coming together, isn't it? So, if we've put 11 spaces in, we need to select 11 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So up to there. So it's going to be that, isn't it? Yeah. And deselect these extraneous bits that I picked up. And pick up that got missed at the back. I don't mind doing like the odd bit of manual selection. It's a hell of a lot better than having to select all of it. Yeah, that looks about right. So let's. Oh well, you know, actually, what? Like, why am I doing that? God, I'm an idiot, aren't I? Were you shouting at me then, saying, "Do the whole thing, Skye"? No, I can't, because it's just and it's just the bottom bit. No, I'm not a complete idiot. I didn't need the top bit, did I? I only needed the bottom bit. No, so I am. No, it's okay. I am an idiot. There we go. And I've selected a bit too much. You see how it, like, because of the perspective, it makes it a bit weird. Okay, shush, shut up. Just copy it and get on with it, for Christ's sake. We want to see you build something. All right. I'm going as fast as I can. And D over here. ZZ, spin it around, and that goes in there. And I've got a bit extra. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. Okay, cool. Now I've got an extra tile on the bottom there. Just get rid of that. Don't want that. Cool. Should we fill in a bit of terrain? I think we should. See how it looks. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to fill this in, but I'm going to have scenery lock on. Now what that's going to do is it's going to stop it going right up to the edge. kind of discovered how to use the blooming thing properly now. So I need to start with that. Oh, now what are you doing? Oh, that's okay. That's, well, it's kind of sort of okay. Let's do it kind of properly. Let's take that, undo that. Whoops. Put that back in and put that back in. There we go. What I should do is take the size like right down and then just do like a little strip along here just to get it up to the right level if I can. And I've got the intensity up. Let's make it just a touch bigger. Makes it easier. And you see that it won't go up to like the actual terrain. It leaves a gap in between, and I'm gonna have to fill that in manually. Why it won't go like right up to it? I guess it's because of going over the paths and stuff like that. Which you know, it is what it is. But at least this gets us, you know, like to most of it, and then we can do like fill the bits in afterwards. So what the hell? I want to just increase the brush size now and do this a little bit quicker. So up to the edge there, back here, cool. And then we can do the same thing, take it down to a fairly small brush, probably a little bit bigger than that. A little bit bigger? Yeah, a little bit bigger. Now you're probably wondering, Skye, why aren't you time-lapsing this? Because you could kind of time-lapse this, because you're not like telling us anything fantastically interesting at the moment. Well, the reason that I'm kind of doing this and just having a talking to you session is because I wouldn't get the video out today if I did like a long time lapse. Because like I said, I've been working on the R&D and stuff. So there we go. Now I think that is pretty much it. How the structure is going to look on this side. And obviously the other side will be the same. Then we're going to have these two terraces here. But I am looking at this terrace and thinking, you know, should I extend that terrace out a little bit? I think proportions-wise, this terrace should come out a little bit. But the thing is, you know what? You know what I'm going to work on now? We're going to have a play around with like a central fountain here. And I'm thinking this terrain needs to come back a little bit. So let's drag this terrain back a little bit. So yeah, let's crank up the size and ship. You can see I'm getting that. I am slowly kind of getting the hang of these terrain tools. It does take a little bit of getting used to, knowing like kind of what to do and when to use what tool. Okay, so we want to be able to center this, don't we? Yes, we do. So let's go to buildings, and we'll kind of put in a path just to kind of center it. Now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So halfway would be 9, and I kind of wish that I'd done an odd number, which I had before. But you know what? It's okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, it's going to be that pillar there. So let's edit this. And let's get that. Where's the stucco roof? There's the stucco roof. So we want this. Come on, come up. Right. So to get this centered, we're going to have to do a double width path. So yeah, I wonder if you can do any kind of weird things with. Nah. I'm sure there's a way to put in like multiple, but somebody was telling me that there is a way to like drag and put in a load of them. I don't know how to do it. If I find out, I'll let you know. I'll have a play around. If you know, then tell me. So let's see. This is our center line. Let's just duplicate this now with the new click and drag. Ah, hooray, hooray, hooray for click and drag. Oh, so boom, and we'll bring this out a ways so that we can kind of figure out. Let's bring this out. Actually, I kind of like the double width. It's kind of... I mean, we'll probably like end up having a path on it and stuff, but... So, let's assume... Like, where would we center the grand fountain? I was thinking of putting it on, like, centering it on the end, but I think we actually want to set it back a little bit. So I'm thinking kind of like... Let's drop you down. I'm thinking like kind of there-ish. That kind of... So, like, how wide would we want this fountain? I want a fairly wide fountain, I think. Let's see, I've got 4 there, so 4 there. Okay, guys, change of plan. I've just spent, I don't know, like, well over an hour on a frustrating attempt to put in even the most simplistic of large round fountains. I've had issues with the paths. I've had issue with the scenery bits and pieces, the FX pieces, which I won't even go into. And I found, and this is the most freaking annoying thing. You know my little rotation trick? They've managed to break it. Let me show you. Seriously, this is frustrating. So what we used to do, right, was like hold this down, like lock it in place, okay? Then press the Z key, and then put one in, and it would stay in place. But now it's moving to this thing. To this, to being on an angle with this, and having your cursor there doesn't make any. I've tried moving the cursor out. I've tried all kinds of things. Like if you put that one in, oh my god! Oh no, then it moves again. No, so like they've really screwed it up. Like seriously, I'm very annoyed about that because I was going to put one of my rotated captains in as a statue on there. And that's not going to happen now. So now I've got to come up with a completely new design for the fountain. The issue that I had with the paths was the fact that they won't create like nice round paths. They're distorted, which I've never had that problem like when doing smaller ones. But when you start to do larger ones, trying to get them to be absolutely round is like seriously freaking hard. You know, I've just had an idea for something else I could, like, maybe, like, try. You know, let me, like, so, if I just start that like that, and get it down to length 1, and just extend it like that, and then set it up to length 5, could I don't know, could I do something like this? 2, 1, 2, 2. You know what? If I take that out again, take a bit more of this out. Right. So where were we? Straight 1, 2, and oh, that's how I'm going to have to do it. But trying to get that centered is not necessarily that easy. Oh yeah, I'm going to have to figure out how to do that. Okay, well, the fountain is going to have to wait. So what are we going to do then instead? Because I do want to show you at least some progress today. So I tell you what, let's do, I don't know, maybe let's get the building like developed a bit more. So let's come around here and you know, the best thing to do is going to be, if I can do it, is going to be to select this and get rid of it, and then select this whole section and duplicate it, isn't it? Yeah, which would have been not the best thing to do before I found out about the whole drag select. Let's edit the building, and so we, you know what? If I just like get rid of like a section of it and get rid of that at the back. Right, now, what have I kind of screwed up? Okay, we need to duplicate those to fix that. And then get rid of that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that. And that, and that. Oh, did I delete something from down there? I think I just did. Did I? Yeah, I did. I deleted those by accident. Okay. Let's get rid of these bits up here. Then, the thing is, selecting like one row, because of the perspective change, is actually kind of difficult. But we'll see what we can do. So if I just do like that, will that give me a full row? Come on, give me a full row. Oh, looks like, oh, no, just that one extra bit at the bottom. Other than that, I think it's good. So, Control D. Oh, man, like how much faster does this make it to like do stuff like this? And like when I want to copy the wing, it's going to be insanely fast, I think. I certainly hope so. That's boom, and that one. Let's get all the way to the back. The thing is, now that I know that I can duplicate this really easily, like duplicate this wing, what I can do is I can put like both sides in. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with the back yet. I don't quite know what I'm going to do with the back yet. But let's just grab a bit of this, duplicate this again. So we want like that, like 3 of them, don't we? Something like that. Control D. Yeah, there we go. Because it's so easy to duplicate this whole wing and just plop it over here. Now I can put it in so that I can see how it looks, and then like if I need to like make changes on one side, I can then easily just drag select, delete the one side, and put the like duplicate the other side. That is awesome. I mean, seriously, that's freaking massive. So you know what? That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to select that and get rid of that, and then I'm going to kind of finish a few bits off on this kind of edge. So now we've got that like that. So we want to add those 3 there like that, and we want to copy that, pop that in the corner there. Okay. Any other kind of bits that I need to sort out and fill in? I've got to decide. I've got to kind of decide what I'm going to do with that corner. I'm not sure about this issue that we've got with these being different levels. Don't know what we're going to do about that. Not quite sure how I'm going to address that issue. Let's put there's some of these bits in. You know what? Yeah, that's going to be duplicated like that, as is that one. But we've got to put these side panels in for these. And we need to have like... Well, I'm kind of wondering if we actually have corner panels. You know what? I don't know, guys, at this point. I don't know. So, why don't we just kind of take it like as is for now and duplicate it. And we'll have a look. And at least like then we kind of get to see how it is when it's all in place. So, we'd want to get up to there, wouldn't we? And... yeah, up to there. So Control D. Oh, now, haha. Yeah, no, it's not quite as simple as that. It's not quite as simple as that because it's got to be mirrored. Haha. Okay. Yeah, it's not as easy as that. Not quite as easy as that. All right. So, oh well, actually, having said that. I haven't got it selected. I wish it would copy paste properly instead of this duplicate nonsense, because that's just frustrating. So yeah, this is a mirror on kind of sort of on each side. let's take this part like that. We can copy that and just like put it over here for now. And then, so this part here, if we grab this bit, get rid of that end bit and that bit. And then we need to take this part without that, I think. Yep. And we want to actually move that, don't we? Oh, it has. There's a little bit missing. A little bit missing. Yeah, this is going to be a bit more complicated than I thought. You know, I'm glad I did this because it kind of proves to me that actually this isn't a particularly good idea. Moving this the way I'm doing it. Yeah, not a particularly good idea. Where were those 3 bits? Let's get those. I still want to kind of do it for you, like so that you do get like a look at it. Let's move those and pop those back where they should be. There we go. So let's move. Oh, no, a little bit further out. There we go. So let's move this a little bit further out over there. Then we can take this bit and move it up here. So that should go in there, shouldn't it? Like that. Yeah, that looks right. And then this goes where? It goes there, doesn't it? Does it? No, there's a 1 tile gap in between, isn't there? Yeah. So it should go. Let's zoom in so I can get it in the right place, hopefully. So there should be a 1 tile gap like that. Is that right? I think that's right. Like that. Is that right? Yeah. No, that should go underneath there, shouldn't it? Yeah. That should go underneath. So let's do that again. Do that again. So you should go there and underneath there. Like that. So then all we need to do is duplicate the that part at the back, and then you'd have like a proper idea of how the thing's going to look. But it's, I gotta say, it's pretty grand, isn't it? And I hope you're starting to get the idea. So we're going to have this like a big fountain in the center. I hope I'm going to be able to do a circular fountain. I may end up having to do a square one, and I really don't want to do that. So I'm going to move heaven and earth to try and get a nice circular fountain. And it's going to have on the outer edge a circle of the water jets, like I showed you. Where are we? A circle of these. Yeah, go on. I'll put it back in again. Let's just put it up here, and spin you around, plop you in. A couple of X's to toggle that. Rotate you. A couple of clicks, like that. So if we've got like a circle of these around, they won't be like really close together. There will be some gaps, and I'm thinking gap wise, you know what, I'll put a second one in so you get the impression. Oops, Control D, and so we want this one like that, probably about that kind of spacing, and 2 clicks. Okay, should we turn it on so you can kind of see? I'm thinking that kind of sort of spacing. So you imagine like a circle of those all around the outside, and then inside we'll have the same things. But it's going to be more complicated than that, because we're going to have things, and again I'll show you, like what the hell, I'll show you what I'm planning to do. I am planning to have things like, if we turn this guy around, this is a very obvious one, right? You know, have the, like, you could have these on the corners, and then we can take our effect. Probably, I'm thinking probably a small one, yeah, probably a small one. And then, what do I want to do with this? Yeah, I just want to sink this into his mouth like that. And have stuff like that. It's a little bit too high. It needs to be moved down. But I'm not gonna mess around with that. But there you go. That is what I've got in my mind for like the big fountain. Let's pause this because it's starting to get a bit dark. Alrighty. Let's talk just for a second. And again, this is me like still prototyping. So we could have a ride up there, or maybe that ride would actually be better down here. And then trees and stuff up the top. And scenery wise, now obviously this is going to be like the hanging gardens, and I've got some ideas about like what we're going to do. Now I told you we were going to have scaevola over the back walls, and I do need to still kind of play around with this. Where's the scaevola? I still do need to play around with this. But somebody was saying, "Oh, don't put it all over the place." No, I'm not going to, or at least I don't think I'm going to. It's really difficult to get in between the pillars. What I kind of want to do is have parts of it that will be covered, and then other parts of it, like this, and I'll cover it up a bit better than this. I'm just kind of trying to do this to show you. And then, I don't know, maybe on this corner you'd have some. Right, so that you'd get, like, parts of the walls are covered and parts of the walls aren't. And how, like, regular and stuff that is, or is going to be, I'm not sure. Until I actually, like, start putting it in and stuff, I'm kind of not going to really know. But once you start doing some of that kind of stuff and then throw some I'll throw like a few trees in or something just to kind of give you the idea. I mean, as soon as you start throwing the trees in, it starts looking like quite spectacular. I mean, I don't know, like, I'm not sure exactly how we'd decorate this. But you just start to throw some trees in and the thing starts to look pretty nice. Let's throw like a couple of little ones in between and stuff like that. But you can see that, yeah, I mean, as soon as you start to put that in, right, it really starts to change and it starts to look like gardens. So there you go. I'm going to leave it there because if I don't stop now, I'll never get this episode out. I do apologise that there isn't like more content in here in this episode. I did want to get more in. I was planning to spend like several hours doing and like time lapsing it and whatever. Didn't happen because of the stupid problems I have with the fountain and the other stuff that I've already told you about. Don't say it again, Skye. You've already said it. All right, we'll leave it there for this episode. I hope that you are still enjoying this build. I think it's going to be, when it's done, I think it's going to be pretty freaking epic. And remember, we've still got Underworld underneath here. So, yeah, I will... Oh, you know what? No. Before I go, I did have one idea. I wanted to run this by you. Ha. I did have... Where's rides? This is probably a really stupid idea. I did have the idea of having the sun flare, right, somehow, right, coming out of the top of here. Let's just quickly, I'll try and do this quick. Let's just take that strip out of there. That should allow us to put it in. I was thinking about maybe having the sun flare, like, let's center it somehow. It doesn't want to go in, that's the only problem. What if we bring it back a bit? No, it doesn't want to go. Let's try raising it. See, now it'll go in. How close can we get it to the building? Because I'd like this to be actually inside the building. Would be like so cool. That like if it was like that. So you've got them coming up there. Is that a good idea? Guys, leave me comments as always. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of it so far. Let me know what you think about the ideas of kind of building the rides into the building. Obviously, there's going to be coasters and stuff. The fountain, I will definitely work on. I will catch you for the next episode. I'm running out of breath. Peace out.